Fantastic. Hi, my name is Tori, and for the last 8 months, I have been locked in on a full body recomposition. Lots of lifting heavy, finding what fuels my body, and recently becoming obsessed with Pilates. Mondays are a total body day for me. I really like just getting a start to the week and working everything a little bit and not like burning out any particular muscle group on a Monday. And I also really like to lean into supersets and shorter rest times during my workout to make them the most effective in a shorter amount of time. I'm a firm believer that you do not need to be in the gym more than an hour a day. It's just about really putting in the work when you're here. So that's what we're gonna do today. So today I'm thinking I'm going to do 4 supersets, 2 upper body, 2 lower body. I typically like to pair muscle groups, so I'll do biceps and triceps, chest and back, and then quads, hamstrings, and glutes. For our first set, we're going to do 12 bicep curls followed by 12 skull crushers, no rest in between. And you should definitely struggle on the last 2 to 3 reps. I really struggle to push myself on biceps, so I went for the 15s today. I'm feeling it already. All right, 30 seconds break, and then 2 more sets. Keeping those elbows pinned to the side and really focusing on that mind-muscle connection. If you aren't doing the little toe taps, you're not working hard enough. You can definitely do these standing, but I like to do them seated to take any momentum out of the movement and really push myself. And failure is okay. Failure in the gym means you're pushing yourself. Arms are definitely warmed up, so now it's time to hit our legs. I'm going to start off with Bulgarian split squats, supersetted with a goblet squat to really hit those glutes. And yes, this is going to suck. Buckle up. My relationship with Bulgarians is very much a love-hate. They totally work, but man, do I feel them. Make sure you're stable before you start moving. And I like to have just a slight hinge forward in my hips to really focus on my glute. Ooh, that shake. I know it can be so hard to not want to rush through your reps, but the workouts are so much more effective if you slow down. Can we lift the 55 pounds? Yes. Can we carry it gracefully? No. Now we're gonna move to chest and back. We are lifting towards our back pocket, and don't ever let your shoulder go. Keep really stable, and you'll feel this in your lat. I'm really a big fan of dumbbell workouts, especially when you're first getting started in the gym. And on a full body day, I feel like it's just much easier to hit the dumbbells rather than jump from machine to machine. We're gonna go into our last block, which is RDLs with a narrow hanging squat. When you're supersetting, sometimes it can help to go down a little bit. You do not want to feel this in your lower back. Just gonna have a little pre-workout snack and head to the gym really quick before work. My obsession with these little protein bars lately has been unreal. They don't sell this particular flavor in the box at Albertsons, so I buy them individually because I'm so obsessed and I look forward to them every morning. Ooh, that tastes like a sweet tart. I am just wrapping up work for the day and I'm about to head to Pilates. I thought I could do a little fit check. This is actually an Amazon set. I am obsessed with the CRZ yoga brand, especially for Pilates. The fabric is just so buttery soft and really stretchy. And honestly, nothing makes me feel more put together than a matching set. For context, I am taking a 1.5 reformer flow class. If any of you guys are into Pilates, there are different levels of classes and I am still newer to learning the reformer. So I'm expecting some core burn for sure, but I also just got the cutest little Pilates socks that I'm excited to wear. They feel very on brand for me. Wednesdays are an active recovery day for me, so this morning I snuck in a 2-mile run before I took the dogs on their usual walk. I love doing this because I'm just starting the day with 7,000 plus steps, so I'm already really on track for my movement goal. I was really struggling to hit 10,000 steps, especially on a rest day, so moving my runs to this day has been a really nice way to keep my body active. I really just cannot sit still for an entire day, but I know that it's so important for my body and just overall fitness goals to allow myself time to rest and recover. I also don't know if this is a hot take or whatever, but I actually hate doing my workout splits, my lifting Monday through Friday. I love a good Saturday, Sunday lift when I actually have time to really enjoy it. I love my lifts so much, and sometimes during the week I can feel just really rushed because life is going on. So I usually plan for at least one active rest day throughout the work week, whichever day is just really getting to me. This week that is Wednesday, but I am taking a 7 p.m. Pilates class tonight, another 1.5 reformer flow. This probably definitely does count as a workout, but this is an entirely different type of movement that I'm used to. Is more about kind of resistance than really pushing my muscles. And I found it's given me a really great balance of kind of stabilizing and stretching mixed with the more intense style lifting. And honestly, I've just been so excited about having the Pilates membership. You can simply not keep me away at the moment. This is a much later class than I'm used to taking, but it's my favorite instructor, so 7 p.m. it is. I'm like 10 to 15 classes in now, and I have definitely noticed an improvement in my core strength and just overall definition, which I'm really excited about. Just got on another matching set to really channel the Pilates princess vibes. A little juicy peach action today for that juicy peach. Bad news, babes. It's leg day. We love to hate them. If you know, you know. I feel like leg days actually used to be my favorite day of the week, but lately I've really been liking upper body days. Lower body is just so much work, you know? But building takes a ton of work and effort, so that's what we're here for today. We're starting off heavy. I'm gonna start with hip thrusts today. I love to do these first so I can really push myself. And we're gonna go for calf glute bridges to really keep the emphasis on those cheeks. Totally optional, but I really struggle with the barbell hurting my hips, so I have invested in a hip pad. This just allows me to really push my weight without wrecking my life. I can only find 35-pound plates, so I guess we're really pushing it today. Don't forget your clips. One thing I will say is the setup on these is kind of annoying, but they're totally worth doing. I know I briefly mentioned this on my total body day, how on a total body day I really like to just hit dumbbells so that I'm not jumping from machine to machine. But today we're really getting into it, and I'm gonna finish with the spiciest booty burner on the cable machine. The superset is so good. I love to hate it so much. I'm thinking next week I'm gonna really dive into my full lower body workouts, like broken down. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet. Buckle up and kiss your butt cheeks goodbye. I feel like setup here is half the battle. So instead of going for the full range of motion here, which lets the hamstrings help out, we're gonna stay in the top half of this movement to really burn out those glutes. You wanna make sure you keep your neck in alignment. Holy butt cheeks. Oh. If you've never tried out doing just the top half of that movement, try it out and thank me later. Probably much later, because your butt is going to be so sore. You're welcome. I'm already dying. So I figure since we already have this set up, we could hit some RDLs. The key with any movement like this to really feel it in your glutes is to focus, instead of on an up and down movement, hinging your hips backwards, and you're gonna feel that so much more in your glutes. Next, we are going to hit the leg press because my grip needs a break. And there's a lot of different ways to use this machine to target different muscle groups. Keeping your legs pretty square is going to target mostly your quads. So since we're looking to target more of our glutes and hamstrings, I'm going to take my legs a little bit higher, and you're going to feel the difference. And you guys thought we were done with RDLs. Psych! Single leg. For single leg RDLs, I really like to do these to really isolate, again, that glute and lighten my weight a little bit so I can really focus on that hinge movement instead of the up and down movement. The best way I have found to do this is with a single dumbbell. So I'm going to kickstand one foot back and lean across and really feel that tension. And again, focus on sending that hip back rather than sending my upper body down. This is just a really subtle kickstand to keep most of the work in the standing leg, but I swear, that extra stretch. Now for the gritty burnout you didn't know you needed. I'm gonna do 2 variations of kickbacks. The first is pretty standard, but I am gonna hinge my hip forwards a little bit, again, to target that glute, and move nice, slow, and controlled. You cannot tell me you don't feel your butt cheeks. For the second variation, we're going to cross. Happy Friday. I am riding the Hot Mess Express this morning. I totally forgot that I had a 7 a.m. Pilates class, and I jumped out of bed at 6:30 to a notification that it was time to leave. But we made it, and it was such a great class. And then I got my morning steps in with the dogs. But unfortunately for me, today is shoulder day. I think this is probably my least favorite muscle group to train, especially isolated because it's such a small muscle group. I fatigue out so quickly, but it's probably the most important muscle group for me to train because a couple of years ago I was in a snowboarding accident and sustained a pretty serious rotator cuff injury. So I have to be really, really intentional about making sure that I'm keeping those muscles strong to keep my shoulders stable. So we're gonna get it done, but I didn't really feel like going to the gym after my little chaotic morning. So I'm just gonna do a quick workout at home. I am a big believer that you do not need a ton of fancy equipment or a really expensive gym membership to get an effective workout. I just have a set of 10s, 15s, 20s, and 125 kettlebell at the house. And I feel like unless I'm training leg days, that's a pretty good mix of weight that I can get a really good lift in without really having to go anywhere. And when I was first getting started with my fitness journey, the gym was really intimidating to me, especially the Smith and Cable machines. So I actually really enjoyed starting my lifting journey with home workouts. That way I was really comfortable to explore and get to know the movements and see a little bit of progression and then build up that confidence to step into those more intimidating areas of the gym. But I need to stop procrastinating this lift, so let's get to it. In the interest of time and burn, I am going to hit some supersets again today. So I'm going to start with front raises, supersetted with lateral raises. 3 sets of 12, only resting between sets, no breaks between exercises. Six, 10. Whew, shoulder days are so spicy. 9, Next, I'm going to do some seated shoulder presses. I don't have a bench at the house, so I'm just using the ottoman, but anything like a stable chair or a surface like that will work just fine. Bringing out the big boys, I'm gonna hit a set of 7s. So that's gonna be 7 on the right, 7 on the left, 7 together. Last little superset for a super short and spicy shoulder day. I'm gonna do upright rows and shrugs. Happy Saturday. Today is the last day of my workout split. I am taking a full rest day tomorrow, but I did have a little bit of a stressful morning, and nothing makes me feel better truly than hitting a good workout and like taking some true me time. So that is just what we're gonna do. We have chest and triceps on the menu today, which is one of my favorite muscle groups to train. So let's get after it. Another reason to love a Saturday workout is an empty gym. I'm actually going to use 2 benches today so I can leave one at an incline. Obviously, don't do this if you are at a busier gym. Don't want to be hogging equipment. But for chest, I love to incorporate incline and flat movements, so I'll be jumping between these 2. Make sure to spend some time warming up since I have bad shoulders, especially. I'm gonna start off with an incline chest press, supersetted with a flat chest fly. The last 2 to 3 reps should be a little bit of a struggle. Next superset, I'm going to hit triceps. I'm going to do skull crushers and then a tricep press. I'm going to shoot for 15s, but I may have to drop. I'm gonna hit a chest press and then a hex press. Go a little bit lighter here for my hex press. The more you can focus on pushing the dumbbells together, the more you're gonna feel this in your chest. All right, final superset. I'm gonna do tricep kickbacks, supersetted with tricep dips. Ultimate tricep burnout. It's really important here not to be too far away from your bench because that puts a lot of pressure into the shoulder. You can also adjust the intensity of this by either having your legs out straighter or more up underneath you for additional support. So you should just be gliding up and down right in front of that bench. You guys, I swear nothing makes me feel better than a good rage workout. Much less stressed than I was this morning, but my friend just texted me and asked if I wanted to go to an afternoon Pilates class together. So I'm gonna go ahead and just head straight there. That sounds like the perfect way to like round out my workout week. And afterwards we're gonna grab a little smoothie bowl and then I am going to enjoy a very restful Sunday.